Hello, welcome, just getting going. Made another silly safari skit which I'm just uploading now. Then I'll start hunting in 2 minutes. Hope you are enjoying your evening. Maybe tonight's the night. The eternal cry. But we'll hit 40,000, we'll hit 5 times odds. And we'll go from there. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Tuesday. What have people been up to tonight? Need to get to the right area of the fire red safari zone. Alright. Oop. Sorry about the flickering there. Hello, Jake. Hi there. You won't have seen today's safari skit yet because I'm literally just posting it now, but have a look on X, etc. if you'd like. Been a busy old day, so sorry for the later start time. How has your Tuesday been, Jake? How has everyone's Tuesdays been? How have everyone's Tuesdays been? Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Just getting going. Well, thanks for asking, Jay. Yeah, it's been a busy day. Tuesday's always very busy because I release podcast episodes on Wednesdays. So yeah. That's ready to go now. But then also, trying to film the little video as well as I had less time today than I expected. So yeah, sometimes we have days like that, but all good fun, thanks, and pleased with where we're at now. Just shame that I'm starting the stream a little bit later and wasn't able to get that video done sooner. But here we are. It's all good. Sorry if anyone's experiencing any buffering right now. It's because I am doing things on I'm uploading the video onto the internet, which I now realise is interrupting the stream. But hopefully that'll be over very shortly. Hello, Jack. You don't have audio? Well, I will still say thank you very much, and thank you for wishing me luck. Thank you, Jack, for stopping by. I hope you've had a good day as well. I'm very pleased that you've been enjoying them, Jack. I've just posted another just now. So, yeah. Pleased that you enjoy them, because I really enjoy making them. Trying to make it a daily thing, but today just was a little bit too pushed for time, I think. Today's the day. Well, hopefully, Jack, hopefully you have brought that shiny luck with you. Very much hope so. Alright. Now. Alright, I'll just share this X post around. Hello, Luke. Good to see you. How are you? Very good to see you. Thank you for sending that shiny lot, Luke. Appreciate it. I've just uploaded the today's Safari skit, Luke, so I'm just posting that round. And sorry that today's was a little bit late, but we got there, and we're here now, and we're very shortly indeed going to be hunting. Alright. Perhaps with that? Oh, YouTube community post. Let me just do one of these. How has your day been, Luke? How's your Tuesday been? Alright, let me just get the link here to share the stream. We do have our games all ready to go, so that's a bonus. We can literally start as soon as I've just done this last post. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Brilliant to see you here. I've just been uploading another silly Safari skit. I'm just doing the last post now, and then we'll be good to go. It's been good for you, Luke. You bought a mini PC. Oh, great. Played on it after work. Really good so far. Oh, great. What were you playing, Luke? That's exciting. Nice. All right. All right. I think we're good to go. Anyone else to post? No? Alright, good. And let's go right to it. Here we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome, Damien. I know, Ronnie, the hat. The hat is gone. Team Rocket stole my hat. The Team Rocket grunt. Those cheeky so-and-sos. Don't know how I'm going to get that back, Ronnie, to be honest. We'll have to see. But I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a real run-in with Team Rocket today. Stealing back from Team Rocket, thank you, Ronnie. Appreciate that. Appreciate you going out of your way to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna somehow have to get that hat back. Oh, sorry, there we go. Move that black Nintendo DS. Yeah, there I was, thinking that Team Rocket grunt was a nice guy, but nope, just made off with the hat. Appreciate you tuning in, Ronnie, given that you're now abroad. How's it going? How was it getting up early this morning? How was your journey? How has your first day been? Appreciate you tuning in. And welcome, everyone. Yes, I've just done potentially the silliest Safari comedy skit yet. Great fun to make. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Sorry it was a bit late, and sorry I'm a bit late starting today's stream. Tuesdays are always very intense for me because I release my podcast episodes on Wednesdays. So I've just been getting that ready for release and then filming, and I've had less time than I expected today as well. Yeah, it's been full on, but here we are. Here we are. Always good to be busy. Hope everyone's been having a fantastic Tuesday. Yes, I need to catch up on the Discord, actually. Because today's been so busy, I haven't been in there much, but I look forward to catching up on what's going on, including with your messages, Damien. You've debuted. Appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing you in the server, my friend. Discord server link below for anyone who wants to join. Chazindra's Chocolate Factory. Breath of Fire on a PS1. Okay. Nice, Luke. That sounds like a lot of fun. Mini PC. Excellent stuff. So is that PC exclusively going to be used for gaming, Luke? Sounds like a great purchase. You're somehow still awake. Of course, Ronnie. Yeah, Ronnie was up at 3 this morning. For anyone who's not aware or not a regular viewer. And welcome if you're not. Very much appreciate you being here. Welcome in. Yeah, so we're going to hit 5 times over odds tonight. I need to remind myself of exactly how many 5 times over odds is, but that is unless we find a shiny. Please, surely. Nearly 40,000 encounters. Are we going to find a shiny before 40,000? Part of me hopes we don't, so that we can reach that milestone. Probably a bigger part of me hopes that we do find a shiny before 40,000, but or if it came just after 40,000, that would be ideal, I guess. You went to the beach, Ronnie. Great. Sounds ideal for Spain. How is the weather over there, Ronnie? I hope you've brought some sun cream. I hope that things aren't too hot. Things aren't too uncomfortably hot, anyway. Very exciting to be by the beach during the summer. Do some more sightseeing tomorrow after sleeping in. Yeah, you sleep in for sure, Ronnie. What sightseeing do you plan to do? Do you have an agenda yet? Do you have an itinerary for tomorrow? And thank you, Jake, for no need to apologise. You know, yeah, life happens sometimes, doesn't it? And we're running later than expected. Hi, Katie. Good to see you again. I'm glad you enjoyed the video. Yeah, it was a little bit late releasing that today, but it was fantastic fun to make, as always. Glad that you enjoyed it. Oops, didn't mean to throw a ball at the pencil, but this will be a useful test capture. It breaks free, and it fled. Can you imagine if that had been shiny? Oh, that would have been bleak. Immediate runaway. Extra power, better resolution. Sounds ideal, Luke. Fantastic. Fantastic stuff. Good purchase. Oh, thank you for doing that math for me, Ronnie. 40,960 is 5 times over odds. Well. 40,960? Is it really that many? Hopefully, we'll be able to reach that today. Although, since I started later, maybe we won't. Not sure. Anyway, thank you for that. Weather's hot, you have sun cream, enough water, and in the shade, it's good. Nice. Yeah, sounds very wise, Ronnie. Sounds very wise. I do love the beach, but also, as you can tell from my complexion, the sun doesn't agree with me so well. So yeah, definitely have to be careful with my sun cream. Was very grateful to have my safari hat, but now, of course, Team Rocket have stolen it. Dear oh dear, I'm going to have to get that hat back somehow. If you haven't seen today's video yet, I encourage you to watch it on X, Instagram, TikTok, but had a run-in with Team Rocket in the Safari Zone. And, they were there to steal my Shinies, this Team Rocket grunt. Name, Grunt. But of course I haven't found any. So actually, he then seemed a bit sympathetic, but I stupidly said, do you want to play some Frisbee? Because I haven't had much human contact recently, and so he did, and of course he just ran away with my hat. Real shame. I feel like, you know, Samson. My strength is gone without that hat, so I'm going to have to get that back somehow. Anyway. Maybe being without the hat will bring luck today. I don't know. You didn't make an itinerary of what you want to do. Fair enough. Fair enough, Ronnie. Sometimes it's best to be spur of the moment. And, you know, when you're planning a holiday, you've got so much to do before going away, you're packing, etc. It's easy for making an itinerary to fall by the wayside. So, no problem at all. I'm sure there'll be plenty of wonderful things to do in Spain. And I'm sure the mood there is fantastic, with Carlos Alcaraz having won Wimbledon and Spain, of course, having won the Euros, both on Sunday. What a day for Spanish sport that was. I'm very well, thanks, Casey. Been a busy day. Releasing the next episode of the podcast tomorrow with Out of Pocket, the North American International Championships winner for Pokemon Go. So looking forward to you all hearing that. Very funny guy, Out of Pocket. Had a great chat with him. That's going to drop overnight on the audio app, Spotify, Apple, etc. It's going to be 3 p.m. UK time tomorrow on YouTube, so watch out for that. So I've been getting that ready to go, as well as, you know, that run-in with Team Rocket that I had. Yeah, just been a bit more pushed for time today for various reasons. But here we are. How about you, Casey? How was your day? And while you're here, everyone, do make sure you like and subscribe. Like the stream and subscribe to my channel. Would mean a huge amount. Gladius! Well, hello there. Surely it's the day for a shiny. Yeah, surely. We're going to reach 5 times over odds, I think. Certainly 40,000. I kind of want to reach 40,000, but I want it to shine shortly after that. Or maybe at 5 times over odds, since we'll be so near that at 40,000 anyway. How are you doing, Gladius? How has your Tuesday been? Sabrina, good evening. Thank you for the shiny luck, and I'm glad you enjoyed the Team Rocket skit. Well, I say skit. I literally had a run-in with Team Rocket, so, you know, no skit about it. It was just, that's what actually happened in the Safari Zone today. And we're still here. And we will be until we get a shiny. Today marks 3 weeks in the Safari Zone, everyone. Day 21. Oh, my goodness. Dear oh dear. How has your day been, Sabrina? Grunt A or B? Damien, the only name I got was Grunt. He did mention his other friends, who were called Grunt, Grunt, and Grunt. It was definitely Team Rocket, Damien. Definitely Team Rocket. I believe he said as much when I had a run-in with him. It was a busy day, Casey. Yes, you've had a good day and you did a bit of work this evening. Good for you. Sometimes it feels nice to get a bit of work done in the evening. Just get it out of the way. Clear your agenda for the next day. Very good. It's been hot, Gladius. He has not let up in the last week, but you're doing good. This will be your day off, so you've been relaxing all day. Very cool, Gladius. Glad that you've been relaxing all day. I've been very well, thanks. Yeah, just getting next episode of the podcast ready to go. Having a run-in with Team Rocket, as you do. But yeah. Decent, thanks, Gladius. You were kidding about the 40,000, but it looks like today's the day, Magnus. Yeah, exactly. And welcome in, Magnus. Hey, still got plenty of encounters to go before 40,000, so we could still get it before then, but as I've been saying, it would kind of be a badge of honour if it did go to 40,000. Be a badge of honour if it went to 5 times over odds. And then we got it. Longest phase I've ever heard of was 70,000 for, around 70,000 for the Supreme Arcanines. Going for Registeel in Generation 4. We're now more than halfway to that. I really, 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 really hope that we don't go to 70,000 encounters before a shiny. But just saying. You had a good day, Serena. Good. Yeah, it was a good day, thanks. Busy is good. Busy is good, you know. Sometimes you just like a little bit more time to just decompress, but hey, I can decompress with you all. So it's all good, Sabrina, thank you. Hello, Sam. Oh, well, clearly you haven't seen the little video that came out of the Safari Zone today, Sam. I encourage you to watch that on X or any social media of your choosing, but the short version is a member of Team Rocket stole my hat. It was a little bit stupid of me. I was just so excited to play Frisbee with someone after all this time with my hat, but of course he ran off with it. So, real shame. Hopefully I'll be able to get it back soon, because it is quite the lucky hat. Maybe we'll have luck without it, who knows. New goal is 50k. No, don't say that, Magnus, please. Stop upping the goalpost there, Magnus. 40,000 is plenty. 5 times over odds is plenty. Hello, Burb. Yeah, let's get that shiny today. Please do send me all the shiny luck you possibly can, everyone. Because I need it. I don't know if these cartridges are cursed, or if I'm cursed, or what's going on. But yeah, nearly 5 times over odds with no shiny. Yes, of course, Ronnie. Enjoy the rest of your evening on holiday. Appreciate you stopping by, as always, especially on holiday. And have a fantastic time. See you soon, hopefully. Now then, everyone. Something I was talking to Out of Pocket about, who's my next guest on Chazingdra Chats, dropping tomorrow. Well, overnight tonight on the audio apps, 3 PM UK time tomorrow on YouTube, is musical instruments. Out of Pocket used to play the violin. Still does a little bit. Any other musical instruments in chat? What other musical instruments do we all play here? I used to play the violin as well, actually, when I was at school. I did singing lessons quite far. Passed a few levels of singing exams. And also piano when I was younger. And in fact, over lockdown, started picking the piano back up. Would be great to resume with that. I just don't really have the time to commit to it right now. But I hope to be able to. I hope to be able to create some time for it somehow. So yeah, singing is kind of the main instrument that I learned. How about everyone else? Any instruments in chat? Thank you, Katie, for fingers crossed. Yes, fingers crossed for a shiny indeed. Let's hope so. And you play clarinet. Nice. Yeah, I think I did know that, actually, Katie. Wonderful instrument, the clarinet. Good with a triangle as a kid, Damien. Yeah, good for you. Sure, your triangle skills were unparalleled. Oh yeah, of course. Jamie did play the clarinet at one point, didn't he? I'd forgotten about that. How about anyone else? Any other instrumentalists? Can we form a band here? So I can sing. Katie's on clarinet. Damien's keeping time with the triangle. Or at least providing those little accents with the triangle. Pete! Hello! Always good to see you. Guitar for you. Only for 2 years. Managed to retain none of it. Good to see you, Pete. How's your Tuesday been? We hit 5 times over odds tonight. Are we going to get a shiny before 40,000? Is it going to come after 40,000? Or before 5 times over odds? After 5 times over odds? 5 times over odds, it seems, is basically 41,000. So, yeah. Is it going to be the next 1,000 or the next 1,000 or even after that? I'll have to see. You played saxophone for a few years, Jake. Oh, I love the saxophone. What an instrument. I really wanted to play the saxophone when I was younger. But for various reasons, wasn't able to. Unfortunately. But that's very cool. Do you enjoy that, Jake? Do you keep it up at all now? As always, place your bets as to what's going to shine tonight. Going to shine tonight. Notice the definite there. What am I feeling? Larvitar. I think we're going to get Larvitar in Soul Silver tonight. How about you all? You are doing good, Pete. Well, it was nice and quiet. Now you get to chill here and watch some shiny hunting. You certainly do, Pete. And you're always welcome. So, thanks very much for being here. You are all very welcome here in Chazindra's streams. You'll be welcome in my Discord server, Chazindra's Chocolate Factory, linked in the video description too. Hope to see you there. Now our targets, if you're new tuning in, Ledibur, there it is, right there in Emerald. Pinsir in Leaf Green, which is the silver Game Boy Advance SP. Kangaskhan and Taurus in Fire Red, which is the black Game Boy Advance SP. And Larvitar in Soul Silver, which is the green DS. I can't choose what shines, obviously. Just hope that we get a shiny. There's no further increasing the odds the further we go with the hunt. It's entirely random. Could be the next encounter, it could be in many more encounters' time. But let's hope not. Haven't played the saxophone in a long time. I'm assuming you mean that your saxophone has been sitting in the basement forever rather than you, Jake. But, well. I'm sure you'd retain more of your saxophone skills than you think, perhaps, than you expect. Muscle memory is strong with instruments. I hope that at least with my piano playing and doing scales and things. Just hope it's something I can catch successfully at this point. Exactly, Burb. Yes, if anyone else is entirely new to the Safari Zone and shiny hunting here, Pokemon have a chance to run away, so even if we do find a shiny, it might not be a guarantee. At this point, for me, catching it would just be the cherry on top, to be honest. I just, you start to kid yourself into thinking that shinies don't exist when you're at this many encounters. So, just finding one would be glorious. Catching it would be a bonus. If you're the only person on a Wii U right now, Damien, I suspect you're not. But, yeah, it's, might be in a rare group there. I often ask myself things like that. a very random set of circumstances, I'll ask. I wonder if I'm the only person in the world right now to whom these circumstances apply. Interesting to think about. You're in the basement, oh no, and your saxophone stole your friends away from you. Oh dear. Oh dear, Jake. I was hoping it wasn't that way round, but there we go. That pesky saxophone. Tell you what, that saxophone's probably friends with that Team Rocket grunt that I met. I bet they're in cahoots together. Team Rocket. The Team Rocket grunt stole my hat. The saxophone stole your friends. Hope we're able to track that pesky saxophone down soon, Jake. We're about to hit 37,000 for Ho-Oh. Feel better knowing yours won't run away. That's true, but how many... What's your strategy for when you do find it, Bub? Do you have false swipe and sleep? How many Pokeballs do you have up your sleeve ready for the capture? Putting all of that practice into action. Putting all that practice into practice, you could say. All of that preparation, I mean, really. Manny Metronome, thank you for sending the shining like. Very good to see you here. Fantastic. Always fantastic to see a new face in the chat. How are you doing? How did you find the stream today, Manny? Appreciate you hopping in and sending in that shiny luck. And how was your Tuesday? We've just been talking about musical instruments and whether anyone in the chat plays any. I've been talking about my singing. I used to play the piano and violin. Katie played the clarinet. So did Jamie. Jake is a saxophonist. Damien plays a mean triangle. I also want to know, on this note, if you could instantly be able to speak any language in the world or play any musical instrument in the world, which would you choose? If you could instantly be able to either speak any language in the world or play any musical instrument in the world, which would you choose? Do have a Master Ball just in case. Don't like using it unless you have no choice. That's understandable, Burby. I'd be exactly the same as you. Ah, well, Katie, you can brush up on that clarinet. I'm sure you're better than you think. Try a fastball. Shiny Ho would look great with the color scheme of the ball. Yeah, it really would. Really would, wouldn't it? Yeah, complement each other very well. Nice to catch a Generation 2 mascot legendary in an apricorn ball, which were also introduced in Generation 2. Mandarin or Hindu? You'd like to be able to speak Japanese and Spanish. The Nightcrow. Interesting. Oh yeah, really good options actually. I'm doing Spanish on Duolingo. Cool selection of languages there. But the question is, would you rather be able to speak any language in the world or play any musical instrument in the world? What do you all reckon? For you to speak any language, and that would be Portuguese for you. And I don't mean you'd only be able to speak one language. I mean you'd be able to speak every language and play every musical instrument. Sorry if that wasn't clear. So, yeah. Languages or musical instruments. Languages for you, Jake. More people to interact with. Yeah, fair enough. Instrument for you, Pete. So I can become the master of the automaton. What is that? I've never heard of that, Pete. Instruments, you play saxophone and piano as a kid, but you'd love to be able to play the guitar. You prefer languages. Ah, fair enough. Still really good to get that insight there, the Nightcrow, and thank you for being here. Appreciate you hopping into the chat. How are you doing? How was your Tuesday? Always a pleasure to welcome new people. So, saxophone and piano as gear, great options, and you'll have to be able to play the guitar. Yeah, makes sense. You prefer languages overall. Yeah, I think plenty of people consider languages first? I think for me, my answer always used to be instruments, actually. Because to be able to play any instrument well, I feel like takes far more time and effort than being able to speak a language sort of conversationally. Because you don't really need to be fluent in another language, right? You just need to be able to understand, hold a conversation decently well. And having studied ancient languages at university, with Latin and ancient Greek, I feel like maybe I'd be able to pick up on languages easier than I might with musical instruments, because they all vary so much, different kinds, woodwind, brass, strings, percussion, etc. Languages would be more useful, I'd say, but I think overall I'd actually prefer musical instruments. Yeah, because overall it would be more difficult just to teach myself those things. And I also enjoy learning languages. I'm sure I'd enjoy learning a musical instrument as well. But I prefer to spend time just chipping away at various languages. I think I'd probably see faster progress. And I love music. I'd love to be able to just make little songs that I put up on my channel and, you know, Pokemon remixes, that sort of thing. But let's catch up on a few more of the things that you all have been saying. So, love to speak Italian, but you probably pick instruments, Katie. Interesting. Yeah, Italian's a great language. I'd like to as well. Speaking of language is fantastic, but music is universal. Ooh. Good way of putting it, Burb. Yep. It really is. Speak through your instruments. Of course, if you spoke any language, then that too would be universal, but I know what you mean. And I agree with you. You're doing fine, the Nightcrow. Also, am I pronouncing that right? I'm not entirely sure. I just went for a pronunciation, but correct me if I'm wrong. You just got home from your second job, so you worked for 12 hours today. Oh my goodness, the Nightcrow. Wow. Well done. I hope you can chill out now. Heading to bed real soon, but you had to jump into the stream for a bit. Well, thank you, the Nightcrow. Have you been watching the streams for a little while? Is this your first time jumping into the chat, or is this your first time tuning in? And yeah, what's your background with Pokemon? Are you a shiny hunter? Are you a competitive player, casual player? Yeah, what's your background? How did you find the stream? Pete, hard to describe for you. A portable synthesizer that looks interesting. Oh, right, okay. The automaton. Interesting. Automaton. Not sure how to pronounce that either, but love hearing about any unfamiliar instrument or instrument I'm unfamiliar with. Japanese season arena. Yeah, fantastic answer. Fantastic answer. And a popular answer. I'd love to be able to speak Japanese as well. Go to Japan, get by, and have no bars to sampling all the delicious food in Japan. Chat to Bros on Twitter, but it's your first time joining it. Oh, well, thanks. Thanks, the Nightcrow. I appreciate you making that jump. Appreciate you tracking the progress as well. We can call it progress, even though there's no shinies at nearly 40,000 encounters. It is progress, because every encounter brings us nearer to the shiny. You're a TCG and VG judge at regionals. Wow, both. Impressive. Multi-talented, the Nightcrow. And you play TCG in your spare time. Very nice. Well, a wealth of knowledge that you bring to competitive Pokemon, the Nightcrow. Pleasure to have you here. If you want to hop into my Discord server, that's linked below. Would be a pleasure to see you there. Where you can keep hanging out off stream. Talk about all things Pokemon. Where are you based, the Nightcrow? Are you, if you're going to bed soon, then I guess you're sort of the Europe area rather than America. 39.5k, everyone, by the way. But yeah, where are you based? Hello there, Worm's Eye. Good evening. How has your Tuesday been? Always good to see you. Just been talking about languages and musical instruments, Wormseye. If you could have the ability to play every musical instrument or the ability to speak every language, which would you choose? Which of those two? And you're in Germany, the Nightcrow. Cool. Well, willkommen. Button clicks and English accent. Exactly. You're in the right place if that's your jam, Manny Metronome. Give you a little Spanish sample from my Duolingo learnings. Well, I have to hydrate, of course. First, what should we say? Hola, ¿qué tal? Yo quiero una manzana. Porque necesito comida. Hello, how are you? I want an apple. Because I need food. The thing is with Duolingo, you're taught so many words, but actually thinking in the language and coming up with things to say is so much harder. La tienda cierra a las 8. The store shuts at 8. Pero mañana yo quiero ir a la tienda otra vez. But tomorrow I want to go to the store again. There you go, there's a little bit of Spanish. Spain Spanish, very good. Thank you. Thank you, Manny Metronome. Appreciate that. Whereabouts are you based, Manny Metronome? Presumably not in England because the English accent is... because the English accent is enjoyable. Probably the languages. Fair enough, Wormseye, yeah. I think languages is the more practical answer. Musical instruments is sort of the more... sort of aspirational answer, almost. The more... just for fun answer, I suppose. You're in the States, Manny. Cool. Lovely. And how have you found the stream today? How did you come across it? Are you a follower on X? Are you a competitive player? Are you a shiny hunter? Are you a casual player? Yeah, tell me a little bit about your background. Oh, thank you, Luke. I'm so glad that you found it the funniest yet. Yes, it was a lot of fun to film. I was running late anyway because Tuesdays are always busy for me getting the next episode of my podcast, Chazingdra Chats, ready for release on Wednesdays. So that pushed things back, and then filming that, I was already filming it quite late. But then I realised that for the Team Rocket stuff, I'd filmed it all landscape instead of portrait, and normally it's portrait. So if I was cutting between portrait and landscape, it just wouldn't have landed in the same way. So, yeah, I had to redo that. So that made things even later and there. So, good to hear that you enjoyed it because, yes, it was a day that was very pushed for time. And I'm pleased it was worth getting it out there. You'd be the worst kind of multilingual Wormseye, the one where they say something. Yeah, it can be tricky trying to speak in a foreign language, even if you know it quite well. Because, yeah, you never know what unintentional things being said. I mean, it's the... You think how the different idioms, turns of phrase in our own native languages. Like, as an English speaker, imagine trying to explain crazy paving to someone. There's a sketch about that, which is very funny. Trying to explain crazy paving to someone who doesn't speak English as their first language. Or a lazy Susan. You know? There's always more to learn about languages, and that's why they're so fascinating. And I do love languages. I also love music. So the answer is just about musical instruments for me, but could totally get the answer of languages too. Absol Blogs sent you along here. Yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed the episode of the podcast I did with Absol Blogs Pokemon Manny. It was a real pleasure to speak to him. He's such an inspiration. Pleasure to meet him as well, because I too have, enjoyed his content for a long time now. So to get to interview him was a real honour. Hope you've enjoyed further episodes of the podcast since Manny. For example, with Quick Panic, of course, another shiny hunter, and plenty more. Competitive, casual shiny hunters and beyond. All of the episodes are linked in the description, by the way. Link to the podcast playlist. If you're unfamiliar with my podcast, Chazingdra Chats, we take a stroll through the life stories of people in the Pokemon community, discovering the 6 Pokemon on their dream team along the way. So every guest take a deep dive into their life story, and they choose in advance the 6 Pokemon that are the most special to them in some way, not necessarily the most competitively viable. And explain the reasons why they're on the team. Always an interesting time having the chat, and I hope it's an interesting listen too. Next episode is coming out tomorrow with Out of Pocket, the NAIC Pokemon Go champion for this year. Had a really fun chat with Out of Pocket. I hope you all enjoy listening to that. It'll drop overnight on the audio apps and 3 PM UK time on YouTube. Slang. Yeah, it makes different kinds of Spanish, basically different languages. Yes, I've heard this, because a lot of the people I work with, I'm a competitive Pokemon commentator on the VG side of things, and yes, they have told me before about different dialects of Spanish and how different they are. Even though it all seems to be one language, So yeah, you've got to be careful. We're finding a lot of Kangaskhan in the Fire Red, by the way. Just saying. What a find that will be. Anyway, I'm still sticking with the Larvitar that's shining tonight. Cockney rhyming slang, yeah, absolutely. Very difficult to understand. Apple and pears, stairs, having a bubble bath, having a laugh. Yeah, that's a really good point. Imagine trying to explain that to someone who doesn't speak English as their first language. You listened to the entire thing while mowing the lawn last Saturday. You loved every second of it. Oh, what a lovely message. Thank you so much, Manny. I'm so pleased you enjoyed. It's not every day that we run out of steps in Leaf Green before we do Fire Red. It's so much easier to get to this area of the Leaf Green Safari Zone than it is the Fire Red one. But anyway, I'm really pleased you enjoyed every second of the episode, because I enjoyed every second of recording it. Yeah. Glad you listened while mowing the lawn as well. That's a great way of passing the time. Sometimes it feels like you release content, podcast episodes, etc. into the abyss. So to hear that someone enjoyed it that much really means a lot. Thanks, Manny. All right. Probably going to run out of steps on Fire Red very shortly. Let's see. Place your bets as to what's going to shine tonight, everyone, by the way, again. I'm saying Larvitar. Hello, Link! Welcome back. Pleasure to see you. How are you doing? How was your Tuesday? Really good to see you here. For those of you wondering where my Safari hat is, it was stolen from me by a Team Rocket grunt. Typical. So hopefully, somehow, I'm going to get that hat back. Not sure how, but we'll try and find a way. Maybe not having it will bring the luck, who knows? But today marks our 3rd week in the Safari Zone. 21 days. A little typo in the skit. I said day 20. Annoyingly, but there you go. I was just very rushed today, so little mistakes like that bound to happen. Oh wow! Did I just drop an in it? If I did, it was unintentional, or maybe it was a very sort of muffled "isn't it" that sounded like in it. But that's certainly not something I make a habit of saying. That's certainly not something that I naturally say. But astute of you to hear something that sounded like that, Manny, being from the States. Exactly, Link. And Christopher, welcome back. Cockney rhyming slang mode. I don't know much. Well, I find rhyming slang fascinating. But no, I don't partake of it too much. Christopher, how are you doing? How has your day been? Always a pleasure to see you. For anyone who's not aware, anyone who's new. Christopher and I are school friends. And Christopher is currently in the middle of a very long walk. And by long walk, I mean between countries. From the UK to Rome. So always fascinated to hear what Christopher's progress is. How is it going, Christopher? How's your progress today? Now then, everyone. Let's get a Pokemon topic of conversation going here. Well, since we were talking about Team Rocket, or since I had that run-in with Team Rocket today, go and check out my Safari skit that I released today on my socials if you're not sure what I'm talking about there. Everyone's favourite villainous team from the Pokemon games. For whatever reason. Could be because they're iconic, could be because you find their storyline interesting. What's everyone's favourite villainous team from the Pokemon games? You're sleeping in a Catholic parish house. Of course you are, of course you are, Christopher. I cannot wait to hear about all of your adventures. All of the people you've met. The experiences you've had. A lifetime's worth of experiences, I'm sure. Phenomenal. St. Maurice's Monastery tomorrow. St. Maurice's Monastery tomorrow. My dad will be very, very envious of you, Christopher, going to all of these points of historical interest. As am I. Sounds fascinating. Team Rocket for you, Luke. Classic. Of course, my opinion of Team Rocket has been soured further by my run-in today, but they are, of course, the original team. Team Skull for the music, Jake. Very good choice. And I'm glad it brings it back, doesn't it, to the instruments we were talking about earlier. Glad you were thinking along musical lines there. Because as we were talking about yesterday, I believe, the music in the Pokemon games, just top tier. Why are they called Team Rocket? Boo to Team Rocket from UK to... Yeah, exactly. They stole my hat today. Yeah. Why are they called Team Rocket? It's a good question, actually, Christopher. Is that ever explained? They don't have any interest in going to space. Team Galactic covers that. Team Rocket. I'm not sure. If anyone has any further knowledge as to why Team Rocket is called Team Rocket, we'll be fascinated to hear. terms of my favourite villainous team from the games, I think it's probably Team Plasma from Generation 5. I think they just genuinely raise some interesting points. Their whole ethos is Pokemon never asked to be captured. So why is it okay that we just go around trapping them in Pokeballs? They've got a point. Then, of course, it transpires that they have ulterior motives, taking everyone's Pokemon away from them. They want to be the only ones controlling Pokemon, so that they're the most powerful. But that initial argument, free the Pokemon because they're never asked to be captured, yeah, decent. I mean, Team Rocket... It's interesting how Team Rocket are in both Generations 1 and 2, by the way. And welcome, Ace. Pleasure to see you as always. Yeah, close to 40,000, close to 5 times over odds. Goodness me. This is our 3rd week. We're into our 3rd week now. We've had our full 3 weeks of shiny hunting in the Safari Zone now as well. This being day 21. Crazy. I didn't expect to be doing any overtime at all, let alone a full 2 weeks of overtime, a full 3 weeks overall, and potentially even more. But I'm doing very well, thanks, Ace. Busy old day. Tuesdays are always busy, because I have to get my podcast episode ready to release for the next day. And this week my guest is the NAIC Pokemon Go champion, Out of Pocket. Very much enjoyed talking to him. Looking forward to you all hearing that. That's going to drop overnight tonight on the audio apps and 3 PM UK time tomorrow on YouTube. But, yeah, fulfilling day, thanks. I had my run-in with Team Rocket, which you might have seen in a little video that I put online today. But yeah, productive day, thank you. How was your day, Ace? What did you get up to? Now that's interesting, Katie. Rocket, apparently an acronym for Raid on the City, Knockout, Evil Tasks. I think that might be made up, Katie. There's nothing Tusky about Team Rocket. I think that's... I think someone's having a laugh with that. Ingenious though it is. And I wonder if it is an acronym for anything else. So we got Team Rocket in both Generations 1 and 2. Team Magma, Team Aqua in Generation 3. Magma wants to expand the land mass. Team Aqua wants to expand the water mass of the Earth, if that's what we can call it. Of planet Earth, I mean. Or whatever planet Pokemon is set on. Never had a confirmation of that, but I assume it's Earth. Given everything's otherwise so similar to our own planet. Interesting question. Team Galactic, Generation 4. Want to open up new dimensions. Team Plasma, Generation 5, which I was talking about. Want to take all the Pokemon for themselves. Team Flare. Want to create a world just for them. Team Skull, Generation 7. Team... I can't remember too much about Team Skull's lore, actually, but... Team Yell in Generation 8. They start to mellow out a bit, don't they? Team Yell Generation 8, they just want to... They're just very loud supporters in the crowds. cheering along for their favourite Pokémon trainers. Generation 9 Team Star. School kids who sort of do their own thing. Yeah. There's an interesting theme that's threaded through each of the Pokemon games. The team. The villainous team. And iconic in itself. Would love to see Team Rocket make a return, actually, Generation 10. That'd be fascinating. Just what you heard, Casey. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, no, I appreciate you posting it in the chat, because it's an interesting theory. About that Team Rocket acronym. It seems to be fictional. Yeah, that was pretty good, Ace. Spontaneously decided to book a trip. So they're off on Friday. Looking forward to that. Oh, nice. Good for you. Where are you going? Is this a little tiny summer vacation, Ace? What are you up to? That sounds very exciting. Oh, that's interesting as well. Lieutenant Surge mentions the United States of America in Generation 1. So many unexplored and things and untapped potential to provide us with answers in Generation 10. If they come in Generation 10. It'll be interesting to see the deep dive into the Generation 6 lore in Pokemon Legends ZA coming out next year. Don't know enough about what's true and what's not with Pokemon. That's understandable. Since you're a casual player yourself, Katie, that's entirely understandable. Nah. Am I coming to the States next year for Safari Week? Yes or yes? Listen, I would love to get involved in a Safari Week in real life. Having seen people's Safari Week videos from this year, the big IRL that was hosted looked phenomenal. And Shiny Hunt amongst other Shiny Hunters in the Safari Zone. That's pretty special. That's pretty special. So we'll just have to see. Have to see if I'm lucky enough. But we'd certainly love that, Manny. You're taking ferry to France, Ace. Oh, nice. Travelling wherever you can in Europe via hitchhiking and bus and stuff. Wow. Good luck, Ace. And stay safe. Stay safe. Make sure you have enough of a plan. How long do you plan to be away for? Great that you're just spontaneously going off. Are you going to set yourself a shiny hunt or some kind of Pokemon challenge while you're away? That could be fun. Choose a random... Well, not a random target if it's chosen, but choose a target in any of the Pokemon games. See if you can shiny hunt it or set yourself some other Pokemon challenge. 39,800. If this shiny is coming before 40,000, it has 200 encounters in which to do it. I'm semi-jokingly not shaving until we find a shiny and I can leave the Safari Zone, but I do have recordings for the podcast coming up later this week. And I don't know if I want to be immortalised quite as scruffy as this. So I just hope that we'll be able to find the shiny soon, so that we can neatly complete the Safari arc and I can be neatly presented in the podcast recordings. But as I've been saying, part of me doesn't mind going this overalls because it just means that we're due some better luck soon. And any other hunt that goes on for a little while, I'll always have this experience to compare it to. So hopefully what previously I would have seen as long hunts will no longer seem that long by comparison. Now then. This is a very niche question. Brace yourselves. What's your favourite Pokemon that you remember being used by one of the villainous teams? Because, of course, the villainous teams in Pokemon games tend to use a select few. Generation 1, you're talking Zubats, your Rattatas, your poison types generally, so Ekans maybe. And I'm including rocket scientists in this. Rocket scientists. I mean, the scientists that work for Team Rocket. That could be some kind of explanation as to why they're called Team Rocket, actually, Christopher. Rocket scientists. And they need the scientists to help them work out their plans, their dastardly plans. Is just a funny sort of misnomer. But then also, you know, Giovanni will have Nidorino, Kangaskhan. Persian, of course, that would count. And then Generation 2, Murkrow, I remember being used by one of the Team Rocket admin people. Coughing, Grimer Mark. But then, of course, that's just Team Rocket. There's also Team Magma Aqua. A lot of Numel for Team Magma and Carvana for Team Aqua. Yeah, Numel for Team Magma. I don't know if I said Aqua twice then, but Numel for Team Magma and Carvana for Team Aqua. Then you've got Perugly, Toxicroak, that sort of thing. Generation 4. Yeah. Favourite Pokemon used by villainous teams. Planning on being away for a week or two. No, that's not a duplicate. For some reason that message only sent the once, Ace. Interesting. But thank you for clarifying. Nice. Week or two sounds like a good amount of time for that kind of trip. Well, thank you, Christopher, for wishing Ace bon voyage. Champagne and the Jura are beautiful bits of France if you end up heading in that direction. Good tip, good tip. Christopher's in France right now, travelling all the way through France. So do take heed of Christopher's advice, Ace. Or maybe that's a little bit far from the path for you. But worth bearing in mind. Houndoom for you, Luke. Yeah, really good answer. Yes, of course. That's potentially the last Pokemon used in the Team Rocket storyline in Johto. In Gold, Silver, Hot Gold, Soul Silver. That admin using it. I can't remember their name now. Rattatas, you kind of forgot about them. But Katie, plenty of Rattata and Raticate appearing in Soul Silver in this green DS up here. Is this going to be one now? Yep, there's a Raticate. Jura Wine, David. Interesting. And welcome. Good to see you. If you're enjoying the stream, everyone, please do drop a like. Drop a subscribe. Got all my socials linked below if you want to follow along on there. See more silly Safari comedy. Safari Week comedy. Safari Zone comedy. Got my Discord community link below as well. Chazindra's Chocolate Factory if you want to hop into that. We have a good time hanging out off stream. I've got my Patreon link below if you fancy supporting that. But only, of course, if you're in a position to be able to do that. Got a new episode of the podcast dropping tomorrow. Got a new event vlog dropping hopefully later this week, but we'll have to see. Because I commentate events for the competitive Pokemon video game side of things. Plenty more content planned as well. Plenty more streams planned as well, but can't move on until we find a shiny in the Safari Zone. So, plenty of Chazingdra goodness to get involved in. And it would be a pleasure to have you all along for the ride. Really exciting, just starting really my journey as a content creator. I'm 3 months into it now. 3 weeks. Started mid-April. And already, I've done a huge amount as a creator in that time. So, the fact that it's only been 3 months, it kind of baffles me. But very much appreciate you all being here to spend your Tuesday evening with me. as we are approaching 40,000 encounters and still 0 shinies to show for Safari Week, which ended a couple of weeks ago. But we're going until we get a shiny. Gonna hit 5 times over odds tonight as well. 5 times over odds. Goodness, maybe we'll get 4 at the same time, who knows. Yeah, see where we end up, Ace. Excited to hear about your travels. Excited to hear little updates from you as you progress. Oops. And if you're wondering where my Safari hat is, everyone, just take a look at the little Safari video that came out today on my socials. Had a run-in with Team Rocket. I'll just leave it at that for now. I think when you hit 40k, Mr. Calzone just gives you a shiny. Wow. I'd love to meet Calzone. Maybe I'll be able to one day. Would he give me one of his precious shiny Oddish, though? That's the question, Manny. I now see that you've said shiny Oddish, of course. But they might be too precious for him to give up. Maybe you get rid of something you didn't want to have, which would actually be rarer. This is the final stretch for 40,000, everyone. Just 100 or so more encounters. Then we'll reach 40,000 with no shiny. You'll be documenting the trip on your Instagram story. Oh, yes! No, by all means, Ace. No, go ahead. That sounds great. I'm not sure if I follow you on Instagram. But I'll make sure to do that. It's always hard to know who, which apps people are on. X for Pokemon tends to be the most common one, but then people on Instagram as well, on TikTok too. Yeah. No, I'm glad that you'll be documenting your progress there, Ace. That'll be fascinating. Let's try, just over the stream, right now, to build the best monotype rock team that we can. Which Pokemon will be on it? Considering their secondary typings too, their movesets, their abilities. Of course, it would change depending on any given metagame, but just generally the best rock type team we can. I think Tyranitar has to be on it. You're at the ready to screenshot 40k. Thank you, Manny. Appreciate that. Glad someone will be on that, because yeah, it is quite the milestone. So Tyranitar I think is going to be on it. Lycanroc probably going to be on it. Get Sand Rush as an ability. Tyranitar Lycanroc is a frequent pairing in competitive Pokemon VGC. Sand Rush to boost the speed of the Lycanroc. Then you can get off a fast Rock Slide, fast and powerful. And that can cause flinching, of course. You can use Endure, things like that. Cranidos. Because it's cute. I like the way you think, Manny. I like the way you think. Lycanroc Dusk. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Jake. Exactly what I've just been saying. I think I won Safari Week. Wow, appreciate that, Manny. Big number equals winning right. Hey. That's the first time anyone's ever put it like that. So thank you, Manny. Of course, part of me is very nervous that I've missed a shiny along the way, but I think I'd have noticed. I hope I'd have noticed. Mega Diancie, because it's useful and cute. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I'm not too familiar with Mega Diancie, since mythicals aren't allowed in competitive VG normally. Someone remind me what Mega Diancie's deal is. What does it do? 3 weeks, let's go, Emerald. Exactly. I love that emote as well. Beaming trophy. Thank you for awarding it to me. I feel very honoured. How are you doing, Emerald? Good to see you, my friend. How's your Tuesday been? We are nearly at 40,000 encounters. Man, he's ready as a screenshot. Is it going to come before 40,000? It'll have to come in the next 50. Is it going to come before 5 times odds? It would have to come in the next 1,000. I believe 5 times odds, according to what Ronnie said earlier, is 40,960. So yeah, exactly 1,000 from now. Mega Diancie is Diancie but big. Magic Bounce is an ability and special rock type ball breaker. Oh, cool. Magic Bounce is very useful. Special rock types you don't get too many of. Cool. Dun dun dun, exactly. Started a bit late, but ended up cleaning stuff up and now you're free. Very good. Well, appreciate you spending that freedom with me here tonight. With us all. Pokemon Trainer Emerald. Very good. What other rock types could be good here? Let's try and stop my camera flickering there. Maybe Ogerpon Cornerstone Mask. Sturdy, follow me. That could be really useful. Yeah, I think Ogerpon's got to be on there, actually. Rock is really good offensively. Maybe like a Mega Aggron? I'm not sure. Right. Volbeat to the front with Illuminate, boosting our encounter rates. Play the White Flute. Let's lure those Pokemon. Let's go. I've just had an owl outside as well. Hopefully that's a good luck sign. Or a good luck charm. A good omen. Regirock. Ooh, yeah. Yes, please. Rocks for days. Exactly. Exactly, Pokemon Trainer Emerald. Regirock with maybe... Iron Defense Body Press stuff. It's already so defensive physically. Really good Body Press user. Aerodactyl for ground immunity. Love that thinking, Jake. Yes. Could be Aerodactyl. It could be Archeops. But maybe, yeah, Archeops has that defeatist ability. Not so good, but then maybe with entrainment. Could be useful. But yeah, Aerodactyl. You get Tailwind as well. I believe it's 2 abilities that it can have a pressure and unnerve. I might be wrong. In which case, both of those are really useful. Maybe unnerve is what we want there. Prevent opposing team eating held berries. But yeah, I like that thinking. Emerald, the question I ask everyone is just, if we're trying to build a good rock-type team, mono-type rock team, which Pokemon are we having? I think Tyranitar's a must for the Sand Stream ability. Lycanroc for those fast rock slides. And plenty more, of course. Ogerpon Cornerstone, I reckon, for Follow Me. Aerodactyl, as Jake says, for ground immunity. Regirock would be great for body press stuff. Don't mind about Intimidates and so on. So yeah, we need one more on that team. And hello, Sammy. Welcome. You're just in time to see 40,000 encounters with... probably no Shinies. Yeah. Potentially 5 times over odds with no Shinies as well. How are you doing, Sammy? How is your day going? How is your Tuesday? Now, what's this final rock type we're going to have? 3999. Can't remember how many nines I said. Here we go, everyone. You ready? Time to hydrate, because we're about to hit 40,000 encounters. Can I get a drum roll, please? 39999. This is a big moment. Yourselves. 40,000, nearly 5 times over odds. Let's do this. Thank you, Emerald, for the drum roll. Nidorino, Execute, Eradicate, Teddy Ursa. No shiny. Shockingly. 40,003, and we keep going. 5 times over odds is... I now can't remember the exact number. If someone wouldn't mind doing 5 times 8,192, I'd really appreciate that. To work out what 5 times over odds is, which we will aim to hit tonight. 40k hype, Burb, we're here. Anyone who's not aware, Burb is shiny hunting for Ho-Oh right now. Nearly at 40,000k resets themselves. So yeah. Damien had been one of the merry folk. Damien had been shiny hunting for Dratini, which is a hunt that was going on for ages as well, but recently found it. Found 2, in fact. So, very pleased that Damien's luck turned around there. Let's hope that mine and Burb's can turn around as well. It is 40,960 ace, 5 times over odds. Okay, well, we're aiming for that tonight. You're down bad, ATM, Burb, yeah. Hey. Every encounter brings you closer to it. After Ho-Oh, Burb, what would be the next legendary that you'd want to shiny hunt? It's been a rainy day in Florida. It's been raining a lot, hasn't it, Sammy? Does it normally rain this much? In the height of summer. In Florida. Intrigued to know. Because I just assumed it would be sunny all the time. When I talked to Quick Panic, Kyle, on my podcast, Chazingdra Chats, new episode dropping tomorrow, Without a Pocket, NAIC Pokemon Go Champion 2024. Kyle lives in Texas. I was saying that from sort of March to November, I think he said, it's just sort of baking sun all the time. Of course, it'll get warmer depending on the month, but I can't fathom. That amount of heat for so long. I don't think I'd be built for that kind of heat. Anyway. Question for everyone. What's everyone's favourite shiny legendary? Which legendary, in your opinion, has the best shiny? Let's go through them. So Mewtwo, green. Lugia, that red colour. I can't wait to shiny hunt Lugia at some point in Pokemon Silver. My original childhood copy. Very much looking forward to that. Got a Silver Dream Team quest planned. One of the first things I want to do post Safari Week, if we ever leave Safari Week. Ho-Oh, great shiny. And I'm talking about the mascot legendaries here. Rayquaza, black shiny, always a favourite, always a fan favourite. So cool. Koga, bright pink, Groudon, yellow. Nice, bold, shiny colours there. Dialga, Palkia. Dialga's a little bit turquoise. I do love turquoise shinies. So that immediately does well for me. Palkia, I like how it turns that a little bit more pink. Palkia is my preferred of the two, just because I played Shining Pearl over Brilliant Diamond and generally just tend to prefer that second named one in the pair. But the version I had in Generation 4 was Platinum, actually. Reshiram. Zekrom. Reshiram, I feel like... I haven't thought about Reshiram shiny for a while, actually, but... slightly off-white, and then Zekrom jet black, even darker. Or is it? I believe even darker, maybe even slightly navy. Kyurem is a very cool shiny, actually. Slightly darker body, slightly darker ice. That sort of red-ish stripe on its head, I believe. Missed out Giratina. That's a great shiny Giratina. Xerneas, Yveltal, very cool as well. Zygarde, very cool. Solgaleo, that's a striking one. Lunala, very striking. Lunala's such a cool shiny. Necrozma 2, yeah, that sort of dark blue. And of course, Pokemon Go Fest this past weekend. Plenty of shiny Necrozma found, I hope, there. And then Zamazenta-zation, oh, very cool. I love, especially Zamazenta's shiny, actually. I love that holy pink, holy magenta vibe. Zations is great as well. Pokemon Shield was the version I played, so that's where my soft spot is for that generation. So yeah, favourite shinies, here we go. You'll probably hunt Kyogre in Heart Gold next, Burb. Very nice, yeah. Oh yeah, those Generation 3 legendary shiny hunts in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, very exciting hunts those. I look forward to doing those at some point. I remember the Supreme Arcanines doing them as well. Such a cool, just niche cave. Imagine just stumbling across that cave completely unawares. And there's either Groudon or Kyogre. Unbelievable. So exciting. And then Rayquaza ultimately too. Already got Groudon in Soul Silver. Oh, cool. How many encounters was Groudon in Soul Silver, Burb? Excited to hear that. Ultimately wanting to hunt Rayquaza. Yes, of course. Yeah, but why pass up those two shinies along the way? That's a very exciting quest, Burb. Good luck with that. Solgaleo for you, Sammy. Yeah, fantastic colour. Okay. Rayquaza, Lunala-zation. Good answers, Emerald. So, Casey, Mew does have a shiny form, which is this light blue colour. It's a very cool shiny. We've had quite a lot of Larvitar in Soul Silver, just saying, everyone, by the way. That is my prediction for what's shining tonight. So, yeah, Mew's shiny is a very cool one. Giratina for you, Pete. Yeah, very nice. You're going to say Dawnwings, Necrozma, and Dustmane Necrozma. Yes. Love the pink on them. They are great shinies. And, of course, a lot of chat about them recently, thanks to GoFest. Was anyone at GoFest, by the way? How was everyone's GoFest for whoever was there this past weekend? Whoever was taking part. Looks very exciting online. Hello there, Casey. Very good to see you. Casey, a long-time member of the Merri folk. Good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? Have you been doing any streams recently? How's your Tuesday been? How is the pool business going? How's everything? So good to see you. As you can see, we've broken 40,000 encounters. Hey, and we're heading towards 5 times over odds, which we're going to hit tonight. I'm so pleased that you enjoyed the Safari skit today, Casey. It was a lot of fun to make. Very kind words there. It's been a very busy day, I was saying, Casey. Given I release podcast episodes on Wednesdays. Getting that ready to go, and then as well as filming that. And by filming that, I mean, of course, it was just a diary entry. It just so happened to me in the Safari Zone that a Team Rocket Grunt member was there. Or a Team Rocket Grunt was there. But, you know. Team Rocket wasting my time. Blasting off again. But I'm doing very well, thanks, Casey. And again. How are you doing? You got Groudon at 5,376. Nice, Burb. Under odds? Very good. You will get a shiny tonight, Charlie, I believe. Thanks, Casey. Yes, we need that positive energy. Thank you. Let's see. Kind of wish that I've been hunting on my Pokemon Sapphire version because I was doing a Dream Team quest in that. Sceptile, Exploud, Seviper, Beautifly, Banette, Gorobis, and then Shiny Hunter Koga, of course, as a bonus shiny. But all of those shinies came under odds. And so, I'm kind of overdue going massively over odds like I am right now. But B, just seems like that cartridge is a very lucky one, and so maybe we'd have found a shiny by now. Or not. Maybe my luck has run out just in time on... or run out just after I'd found the final target on Sapphire. Howdy, Will. Good to see you. How you doing? Thank you for stopping by. We're still here. We're more than 40,000 encounters deep. We're heading for 5 times over odds. You know the drill. How was your day, Will? Wasn't sure if that was a shiny or not. Yes, no worries, Casey. No worries. Yes, it's blue. Can't upgrade until you have both Gyarados and Koga in the decks in the same game. Yes, exactly. Yes. No, I do remember that, Burb. Yeah. Oh, but that Rayquaza quest will be so cool. You're doing well. Poor business isn't too shabby. It's the summertime, so that helps. Yes, it would do, wouldn't it? Sure, you're very in demand, Casey. Huge or tiny on your streams. And then Pterodons with viewers from Hub Mystica. That sounds fun. That sounds nice and chill, Casey. And yes, of course, you did see Blink 182 live recently, Casey. And loved it. So Bird 182. Definitely a name that Casey appreciates. Wait, Burb, you also saw Blink 182 live a couple of weeks ago. That's incredible. Members of the community just chancing upon each other here in the stream. Would you look at that? And having real life encounters. Love it. How exciting. Your day was busy, currently away with work. Oh, cool. Where are you, Will? Yeah, my day was also busy. If you watch today's Safari skit, Will, you will learn where my hat is. Don't want to give too much away, but in a nutshell, it was stolen by a member of Team Rocket. Yeah, gonna have to try and get that back somehow, but I'm not sure how yet. Maybe being without the hat is the luck we need, or maybe it's the lucky charm. But I'm going to have to try and find it again at some point. Get it back from that Team Rocket member, that dastardly Team Rocket. You got ground in 2021, Burb. Wow. Yeah, it's amazing how time runs away with us on these shiny hunts, or between these shiny hunts. As someone said before, it might have been you actually, Burb. So many hunts, so little time. It's always good to have somewhere to go. Keep things exciting and fresh. If you're enjoying the stream, everyone, please do like and subscribe. Would hugely appreciate it. And they really do go a long way. Might not seem it, but they really do. Exactly, so many hunts in between, Burb, yeah. Must make that Groudon seem like all the longer ago. Go for your first attempt in Generation 6. Oh, nice. You want to get Froakie and Fennekin, side hunts, Hoenn, Sound, Absol. Ooh, that's a lot of fun. That sounds great. Generation 6, yeah. Those resets will take a little while, but the reward will be worth it. Fennekin is my favourite first partner Pokemon from Generation 6. I love foxes. Solar up there, my Vulpix. How you doing, Solar? Foxes are my favourite animal. I have a shiny Fennekin in Scarlet. Would I hunt it in Generation 6? Not sure. Might focus my attention on other generations. But as you say, it's nice to vary things up and hunt in different generations from time to time. Oh yeah, the hoeing sound and luring Pokemon based on the music that you're playing is such a cool concept for a hunt. And I mean, nearly endless possibilities, really. That's how deep the Pokemon games go. Love to hear that, Bob. At the same show, watching the same stream. Well, maybe the odds would be, I don't know, 40,200, Casey. Exactly, shiny odds for this hunt. Probably would be. Because this is crazy. 40,203. Wow. Definitely have to side hunt while doing the XY resets. Yeah, for sure. Good idea. This is the thing. You might get it very short. You might get it in a short amount of time. But having other hunts going alongside, really important. Something I'm considering, actually. No, we won't leave the Safari Zone until we find a shiny. But could stream other things sometimes and stream Safari Week sometimes as well. Have to see how much longer it goes on. Forward to getting some shiny hunting yourself after you finished eating. Nice! What are you going to hunt, Ace? Can't remember. Do you have a hunt on the go right now? When you were, yes, you recently got another 3DS, didn't you? So you can double hunt for Generation 7. Saying it again, so many Kangaskhan appearing in Fire Red. Keep your fingers crossed, everyone. That would be incredible. Got my Kangaskhan mascot here as well. How you doing? Merri, Mim. Good to see you. Teresa as well, my Chansey. Of course, Teresa told us we'd find a shiny on Friday and we didn't. So I've still got a bone to pick with Teresa, but... hopefully Teresa bring the luck tonight. Take a Chansey on Chansey. Currently at 3,100 in Scatterbug hunt. Scatterbug would be great. You've got 2 Magnetons. One ran away. You ran away from though. Okay. Shame that you ran, but how come you ran away? Was that just a slip of the finger? Favorite shiny hunt I've ever done? Interesting question, Casey. It's probably the Viper in Sapphire for the Dream Team quest I did, because it was my target, but frankly, I say Dream Team quest. It was the first one I ever done. I wasn't streaming it. If I found any shiny, I just would have taken that probably and moved on. Viper was my target though, and in like, I think 2,500 encounters, and that's it. Shiny Viper appeared. I was so lucky. There are people who do that hunt for so long. We've got Riley, who sometimes pops into the chat, going for Zangoose, the equivalent hunt in Ruby. I've been doing that for 5 months now. So incredibly lucky. And I think Viper's such a cool shiny. So that's my answer there, Casey. That's a really good question for everyone, actually. Favourite shiny hunt you've ever done, everyone? Easy fail, he wasn't paying attention. The shiny looks very similar. Ah, fair enough. So you just saw it out of the corner of your eye at the last moment and thought, oh no, I ran away. Didn't mean to. Real shame. But hey, at least you found another. Yeah, good luck, Ace, for that Scatterbug hunt. I'd like to find a shiny Scatterbug one day. I like those early route Pokemon, I've got to say. The early root bug type specifically, I mean. Like Ledyba. Our target in Pokemon Emerald. And if you're tuning in for the first time, then welcome. Very good to see you here. You are very welcome here on Chazindra's stream. Target is Ledyba and Emerald, Pinsir in Leaf Green, Kangaskhan or Tauros in Fire Red, and Larvitar in Soul Silver. But, as you can see, we're approaching 5 times over odds with no shiny, so we'll just have to see what shines with me. Nice to see that positive energy coming out for Alolan Ace in the chat. That's what the Chazingdra community is all about. We've got each other. And if you want to join the Discord server, it's linked below. It'll be a pleasure to see you in Chazindra's Chocolate Factory. Got the next podcast episode coming out tomorrow as well with Out of Pocket, the NAIC 2024 Pokemon Go champion. Looking forward to you all hearing that. Had a fun chat with Out of Pocket, otherwise known as Aiden. Got all my socials linked below as well as my Patreon if you want to support me as a content creator, but no worries, of course, if not. New event vlog hopefully coming out later this week. Got a Chazingdra Chats data post. Crunched some numbers. Nearly ready to share with you all, maybe next week. So much to come, so much to look forward to. So many more streams. And things to do on those streams. Once we find a shiny in the Safari Zone. But yes, do like and subscribe the stream if you're enjoying it as well, everyone. Thanks so much for being here. Whether you're a shiny hunter, competitive player, casual player, Pokemon Challenge runner, Nuzlocke, here is the place for you. I too enjoy everything that the Pokemon games have to offer. Let's hope we get to hang out much more in the future. Just need to stick to until I get a shiny. Yeah, probably. You're probably right there, Casey. Yeah, just see it out. Rather than having any other hunts going on alongside, but I bet as soon as I were to do that, we'd find a shiny in the Safari Zone. But yes, totally agree. It will feel so nice to move on once we found a shiny in the Safari Zone, having not teased ourselves with that beforehand. Teresa, oh, good question. It was actually named by Sierra Hunter, the Pokemon video game caster over from the North America scene, because I picked up Teresa at the European International Championships that we casted together, whereas Sierra picked up a Sceptile. I named Sierra Sceptile Terrence. She named the Chansey Teresa. There's a similarity there in the names. In terms of spelling, it's a good question. I've never actually written it out, Burb. I'll have to ask her at some point. Thank you for raising that. Third Gen Viper, yeah, exactly, Burb. It was quite the find. Now, I still haven't actually done the Elite Four on that Sapphire Dream Team quest run. So, we'll probably stream that at some point. A little bit of different content. The culmination of the Dream Team quest. So yeah, who knows when that will be, but keep an eye out for that. Thank you, Casey. Yeah, it was a great hunt. And a great shiny to have for the collection. Yeah, very pleased with that. Sure, you haven't set a setting to say no shinies. Exactly, Will. Exactly. You do start to question things when you're this deep into a hunt, but there is no such setting. So it really is just bad luck. But I appreciate your concern there, Will. Deoxys in Leaf Green. That's your favourite shiny hunt you've done. How did that go for you, Luke? How many encounters? Also, how's it going shiny hunting Lee's Dream Team? Such a cool idea. For anyone who's not aware, Luke is shiny hunting Lee Provost's entire Dream Team from Chazingdra Chat. So this is what I do on the podcast. I ask guests about their life story and the 6 Pokemon they choose for their Dream Team, the Pokemon that was most special to them in some way. That's the first chance that we found tonight. Thanks, Teresa. So weird, it's the very first one. I mean, I believe it's a 1% here, but still, we normally find more than that by this time. Yes, so Lee's dream team. He divulges in the episode, and Luke has decided to shiny hunt it. So a really cool quest. Maybe we'll get more people shiny hunting other guests' dream teams. Certainly hope so. I'd love to do that myself at some point. Yes, data crunching, William. I knew you'd be a fan of that. I will share that data with you, William. William's big on the data. With my school friendship group, of which William is very much a part. Over lockdown, we had lots of quizzes on consecutive weekends. We ended up in 2020 having more weekends with a quiz than without, which is quite an achievement. And that's a lot of data. Trends that you can notice, kind of topics and rounds that people tend to do well on, who sets the hardest rounds, things like that. William crunched that data admirably. It was really fascinating to learn from, actually. Just goes to show the sorts of things we were doing in lockdown, right? We were able to indulge into that. But yes, lots of interesting data coming out from Chazingdra chats. Hopefully showing that next week. Now then. You're moving to another route to hunt Absol, Burb. Ursaring and Donphan. Instead of Magneton, so you won't mind phasing. Unless you get that 10% gold back. All of those sound like great targets in the grand scheme of things, Burb. Because, of course, if it's in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, then Golbat could become a Crobat. Great Pokemon, great shiny. Your favourite shiny was Chain Vision for Corsola in Pokemon Omega Ruby. Yes. Or maybe talk about shiny Corsola and how much of a fan you are of that shiny Sammy. Very cool. It's a really great shiny. Would love to shiny hunt that in Generation 2, its original generation at some point. Shiny hunting Pokemon in their original generation just hits different, I think, sometimes. But, you know, as I've been saying, Generation 4 shiny hunting Kyogre, Groudon, the Reggies, Rayquaza, so cool as well. But yeah, great hunt, Sammy, and a great shiny. Shiny Litwick is probably your favourite, Casey. Cool. First actual hunt Scarlet and Violet in your first hunt streaming. Now a Chandelure named Lumiere. Perfect name. Perfect name, Casey. And yeah, of course you're going to have a strong attachment to the first shiny hunt that you streamed. Is it going to be a neat 3 weeks for us of shiny hunting here? Are we going to get the shiny tonight on day 21? We still could. You didn't count the Deoxys, but it was way under odds. Nice. That's so exciting, Luke. Shiny Deoxys. Pokemon that's very hard to come by these days. So, yeah, very special indeed. Hunt your guest favourites. Exactly, yeah. Shiny hunting a dream team. You just have Larvitar left to go for Lee's dream team shiny hunting quest. Gonna wait until the shiny outbreaks in a few weeks. Yes, that's right. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, so many outbreak events coming up. I still need to get a Mimikyu in the current event. I did get the shiny Alolan Raichu. Thanks to Sam, one of the Merri folk, for naming that shiny Alolan Raichu Pretzel. Felt good to finally be able to post in the Show Your Shinies bit of the server. Finally my turn, after so long. Yeah, Luke's been making really good progress with that that quest, shiny hunting Lee's dream team. Your favourite hunt was Snivy in Pokemon White 2. A fantastic shiny. Snivy is also my favourite Generation 5 first partner Pokemon. I chose Oshawott on my playthrough, my original playthrough, but I think, I don't know, nowadays I do prefer Snivy. I enjoy Superior's vibe. I love them all, but yeah. Interesting how preferences change over time. It's like how I've become much more of a fan of Chikorita and Cyndaquil over time as well, though Totodile will always be my favourite Johto first partner Pokemon. Our relationship with Pokemon, our preferences for Pokemon change over time. Sliding scale. Always fascinating. And of course, one of the many enduring appeals of the franchise. Prioto was your longest hunt. I remember you saying, Burb, yeah. Time-wise, probably still is because of the long resets. True. The relief when it finally shined was unmatched. I can imagine, Burb. Ugh. Must feel so good. I remember shiny hunting for Trico in my Sapphire Dream Team quest. Earlier that day, I found the uncatchable shiny Poochyena. And then, what? Maybe like, I can't remember now, I've got it all noted down, but 1,000 or so resets later, shiny Trico came as well, so that was an amazing day. 2 shinies in one day. Only one of them able to keep though, of course. Casey, I really want you to get the shiny because you fully deserve one and to catch it. But also you want to see another funny video for the next stream if you don't. Yeah, Ronnie says something similar. I wonder if I've cursed myself by making these Safari skits now. But don't worry, whether it's Safari Week or not, I will always make skits. I'm a comedian, I'm an actor, I'm a writer. I love making comedy content, so there will be plenty more, whether it's in the Safari Zone or not. But I really appreciate that sort of glowing advert for how much you enjoy the Safari skits I make. But thank you, Casey, and thank you for agreeing, Burb. I appreciate it, very kind of you. Always nice when effort goes recognised. Cyndaquil Shiny Sprite line. Better than the 3D Shiny Sprites. 3D Shiny Sprites are very different, aren't they? Because, of course, that fire isn't going at all times. It lights up at certain points. And I think both have a merit. Very cute. Great shiny. I think my favourite of the Legends Arceus first partners is ultimately Hisuian Typhlosion, actually. I love its vibe. I love its different vibe to Jotonian Typhlosion. Ghostfire, the flames around its neck are especially cool. I was shiny hunting that for a long time and I still don't have it in Legends Arceus. Maybe one day I'll go back and get it. I'd like to try it in competitive as well, actually. Those eruptions and ghost types, so you can't fake it out. 40407. That's a pleasing number. We're finding a lot of Letterburn and Emerald. Finding a lot of Kangaskhan and Fire Red. We're finding a lot of Larvitar and Soul Silver. Don't know what we're finding a lot of in Leaf Green, but those could be the shinies if we get one tonight. If we get one tonight. Third gen first partner's treated you well. Not too many pooches. Oh, cool. Nice Burb. That's a relief. For anyone who's unaware, yes, you Generation 3, you have a catching tutorial, or well, no, it's not even that, is it? It's a the first battle that you can send your freshly chosen partner Pokemon into. That is before you've got Pokeballs, and that opposing Pokemon can be shiny. So, you can't catch it, you just have to reset over it when you're going for a shiny first partner in Generation 3. But it's a rite of passage to find it. You love the comedy skits as well, Casey. I'm so pleased. Thank you. I appreciate that, love. Thank you, everyone. Because I thoroughly enjoy making them for you all. Syrian Typhlosion looks great. The colour change, yeah, it is fantastic, isn't it? Really good. The one I chose was Rowlet. But I think in terms of final forms, Hisuian Typhlosion is my favourite one. And hello, Jazza. I am still going. We've broken 40,000. We're on the way to 40.5k, but not only that, but 5 times over odds. Katie and Jazza in the chat. 5 times over odds. And with each day I don't get a shiny, another Safari comedy skit comes. How are you doing, Jazza? How was your day? Got a brother-sister reunion going on in chat. Very sweet. Jazza and Katie. How was your Tuesday? My spidey senses were tingling. They have been for a while now, Jamie, to be honest. Getting a shiny at any point at this stage is kind of unsurprising, but also I'd be thrilled because it's been so long. Haven't seen a shiny in Generation 3 or 4 for ages. Now, oh, nice. Just dinner with Carlin. Very nice. Yeah, well, if you deign to have dinner with me, then I'd be more than welcome. Hope you had a good time. Now, I know we were talking about languages versus musical instruments earlier. If you could play any one musical instrument, what would it be? If you could play any musical instrument, what would it be? I think it'd be piano for me. I like jazz. Plenty of places have a piano or a keyboard. It'd be nice just to be able to sit down and jam. And of course, beyond jazz, so many other genres, even musical theatre, sort of melodic pop. We love to do piano covers of Pokémon music. And as I said, I was learning piano over, when I was much younger, and then I picked it up again over lockdown. And just before lockdown, actually. Would love to find the time to continue with those lessons. But, yeah, probably piano for me. Drums for you, Jamie. Your parents would never let you. I mean, of course, as you know, my brother is a drummer. I do remember lots of loud times at home when my brother was practicing the drums. It's a shame that you were never able to learn. I bet you'd be a really good drummer. Guitar or saxophone for you, Katie? Good options. Oh yeah, saxophone's up there for me as well, actually. I know that William, who's sometimes in the chat, used to play the saxophone too. Yeah, such a cool instrument. Guitar, of course, that's going to be a very useful one too. Anyone else? If you could play any musical instrument, what would you choose? We're going to reach 5 times over odds tonight, everyone. We'll see past then how long we stream for, but that's the aim. And that's in about 500 encounters time. Just so we're all aware. By the way, everyone, niche question for people who play Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Another Kangaskhan, still not shiny. How rude. What did we think of the Pokeathlon in those games? I think it's so much fun. Didn't mean to throw mud at you there, Raticate. Sorry. I really loved it. That minigame element. Getting one Pokemon all the way with all of the victories. Yeah, sometimes I just turn on Soul Silver just to play the Pokeathlon. Also, Voltal Flip. I know it can be frustrating, but I think it's a really good level of skill versus luck, actually, Voltal Flip. Again, sometimes I would literally just play the games in order to do that. What do we think of Pokeathlon and Voltal Flip in Generation 4? Don't think your wife would appreciate the drums either. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. You need a little shed or something in the garden, Jamie, I guess, where you can practice drums. I know that my brother's drum teacher had exactly that. Helped a lot. Soundproof it. Probably quite expensive, but if you want to do it, then you should. Grab a spoon. In the words of a certain sitcom. You love the Pokeathlon. You beat it back in 2011, you believe. Oh, wow. What a feat. What a feat. I'd love to... Yeah, I'm doing a sort of... a Heart Gold Shiny Badge quest. Started a week or so before Safari Week, where I was resetting for any of the Johto First Partners Shiny, and got Totodile. Just so happens to be my favourite one. Which is also potentially where some of my Safari luck went. I wasn't counting the encounters there, but it was like 20, only 2,000 or so, I think. That's what I'd guess. And... to be able to do the Pokeathlon all the way with favourite Shinies. Oh, Shiny Kingdra maybe. Ooh, that'd be huge. That'd be huge. It's endless, just endless possibilities, isn't it, for playing back through Pokemon games. Always more to discover, I love it. And that, of course, is why the franchise has been so enduring. You love the Pokeathlon, Emerald, as you said. You had to play Pokeathlon to get an extra Firestone you really enjoyed. Yeah, of course. Cool that you can be rewarded with things like that. Do something a bit different as opposed to just, buying them from a shop or having to trade over from another game. Voltal Flip is goated, Burb. Yeah. So much fun. So much fun. There's a video online of someone doing Voltal Flip, completing it in like a few minutes. So impressive, like 7 minutes or something. I'd love to drill it that much so that one day it's just second nature to do it. Obviously there's that luck element too, but... a lot of purple on screen right now. 2 Venonat, Apom, Rattata. Yeah, so much fun. Cool seeing a Pokemon could have medals and trophies in the room. Yeah, absolutely. It's sort of... it's a nice sort of variation on Pokemon contests in a way. I say variation, I mean another way in which Pokemon can make an impact without just battling. that the Pokéathlon introduced. Just like the contests did in Generation 3. Don't recall fully, but maybe the Shiny Raikou used, at least during some of the challenges. Oh, that's cool. Shiny Raikou in the Pokéathlon. This is the thing, right? It's so funny in the Pokemon world, because in the games, you're going through with, let's say, a legendary only team like a Shiny Raikou Emerald. You enter it in a Pokéathlon. In real life, everyone will be like, oh my goodness, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. You own a legendary Pokemon, didn't even know if it existed. It's shiny, what? But in the games, of course, the dialogue is set, so they're like, oh, welcome with your Raikou. And that's it. That's always amused me. Might do a skit about that at some point. How, in real life terms, incredible what you do in every Pokemon game is. Versus how the NPCs react to it in game. So many Kangaskhan tonight. Yeah, I remember catch-ups with my girlfriend. If I'm doing a Pokemon playthrough, I'll be like, oh yeah, I've got to save the radio tower from Team Rocket. But then again, she plays things like Baldur's Gate, Red Dead Redemption 2, Skyrim, so she also comes out with lines like that. Got to protect against the Mind Flayer, all that sort of thing. The conversations gamers have. I'm not the only one who's still going overtime in Safari Zone. That is good to know, because I haven't seen anyone else who's still going, actually, Emerald. So thank you for that little vote of confidence there. Do you know who else? Maybe I'll have to tune in and, hopefully that breaks the curse for us both. Just sort of sharing in the Safari Week overtime. Hello everyone, if you're just joining, by the way, thank you so much for being here. Pleasure to see you. As always, if you're new, you're very welcome here. And if you're a familiar face, you're equally welcome here. Got my Discord community link below, along with all my socials. We are on course for 5 times over odds tonight in the Safari Zone for Safari Week, and I use the term week very loosely. We're approaching Safari Month at this point. Oh, I can't believe that. We gotta go until something shines. Appreciate all being here. Please do like the stream and subscribe if you're enjoying it. Would really appreciate that, and they really do go a long way. More than it would seem, so thank you in advance. Tayaki, good evening. Hello, how are you doing? Always appreciate you stopping by. Fairly regularly stopping by in that sort of third or fourth quarter of the stream. Taki, which is great. You provide us all with a little bit of a lift. So good to see you. How is your Tuesday going? Alright, here's a question for everyone. You're a normal type gym leader. Which Pokemon are definitely on your team? You're a normal type gym leader. Which Pokemon are definitely on your team? I've got to wrap my boy Slack off. Here's my slacking Bertie. How you doing, Bertie? Good to see you. Good evening. If you can't tell, because the screen is quite small. Bertie, my Slackle is just there. Slackle would be on there. Who else would be on there? Probably Dunsparce. I guess these days it would be the Dunsparce, but some Serene Grace, Headbutts, Thunderfat, or if it learns that, some kind of Fangs to provide flinching, status conditions, etc. Nasty to play against, but a lot of fun. I'm a big fan of the normal type. Mousehold would definitely be one of my picks as well, Taki. Yes, thank you. Got my Tana Mouse just off screen here. You alright? Alright, they're Troy and Gabriella. They're named after High School Musical. I got my lucky binoculars as well. Team Rocket did not steal my binoculars, so there's that at least. But here they are. Troy and Gabriella. Named after High School Musical. Because I used to love those films when I was younger. Still do. And they just felt right as a Troy and Gabriella. What can I say? Glad your day's going well, Taki, too. Piano or guitar you'd want to learn, Emerald? Popular options there, yeah. Very nice. Snorlax throw on your team. Your favourite Pokemon since you were a child from Generation 1. Nice. And what's your favourite Pokemon overall, Emerald? I don't believe you've told us before. Snorlax, great choice. Ooh, if we're allowing legendaries, then Regigigas. I'm a huge fan of. Terrapagos, a normal type legendary too. Oh, sorry, Raticate, didn't mean to throw him at you. Moomin fan. Moomins I'm not too familiar with, actually, Luke. I mean, I know what they are, of course, but I never really watched them when I was younger. I think I might have had a cuddly toy from the Moomins when I was younger. So, can't really call myself a fan, I guess, Luke, unfortunately. Are you? I seem to remember you talking about Moomins before, actually. Maybe years ago on X. Or Twitter, as it was back then. Yeah. You a Moomin fan? First thing that came to mind was Sceptile. You know what? That makes a lot of sense, Emerald. Given it's a Generation 3 first partner. And Pokémon Trainer Emerald, your favourite game. Trico is one of the first partners there that evolves into Sceptile. You're going to say Terrapagos too. Interesting. I'm not sure it would be on my team. I'm not sure I would actually have any legendaries on that team. It's a gym leader team after all. But I just really like the normal type, and I think it's really cool that we've got some legendaries. That's our normal type now. I watched as a kid, but your sister was the biggest fan. Oh, cool. Was the bigger fan. My children's TV show of choice was Thomas the Tank Engine. All the way. Loved it. Gave me an obsession with talking vehicles. So I loved the Disney Pixar film Cars as well. But yeah, Thomas the Tank Engine was my jam. Detective Mocha is another person who's still doing Safari Week. No, I haven't actually heard of her. But thank you for the heads up. That's good to know. Good to know that there's solidarity there. I'm not alone. Nearly reached 100 views for tonight's stream, everyone. So thank you so much. Really appreciate the support you're all showing me, so thank you. You make it all worthwhile going massively over odds in the Safari Zone. Hanging out with you all is so much fun. And you make it all go so fast, too. So many Miltank and Emerald. Calls on Toby when he's grumpy because of his expression. Oh yeah, Toby the tram. That's so funny, Luke. Nice. And Cars, yeah. The first one I've seen many times, Emerald. 2 I saw once around Christmas time. It was on TV. 3 I haven't seen. Love the video games as well. Who doesn't want to play as an animate car? You know? The soundtrack is great as well. Life is a Highway. Love it. You love the TV show Chuggington when you were young, which is also talking trains. Yeah! Love that, Katie. And what a sweet name, Chuggington. Can't Cars 3 is probably the best, Sam. Wow, I was not expecting that. You don't tend to see a threequel being called the best, but wow. Intrigued. Maybe I'll have to see Cars 3. You love Cars as well, Katie? Yeah, great film. I remember seeing it in the cinema back in 2006 when it came out. So strange to think back to. You love all 3 of the Cars movies, Casey? That's fantastic. You think that one's the best as well, Emerald? Saw it with your family in the theatres when you visited your cousins. Cool, that's a great memory. Yeah, a lot of support coming out for Cars 3, okay. Yeah, I've got to make a point to see that then. Yeah, Chugington was great, Katie, for sure. Oh, that's so sweet. Your 2-year-old has so many of the Cars characters as toys, takes them everywhere with him. I was the same with Thomas the Tank Engine, taking my Thomas models everywhere. I also had a little model Lightning the Queen. Lightning the Queen. Little model Lightning McQueen. All 3 equally good. One always has that nostalgia. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't be surprised if one ends up being my favourite as well after I've seen all 3. All 3 are awesome. Good to know, Casey. You're back. Shiny hunting will now commence. Nice, Ace. Good. Enjoy your shiny hunting. Enjoy unwinding with some shiny hunting. Lovely. As I've been enjoying unwinding with you all, with my shiny hunting. I have another question for you all. Earlier, we talked about our favourite box legendary shinies, our mascot legendary shinies. Now I want to know the next... Why do I keep throwing mud at Raticate? I'm very sorry, Raticate. Didn't mean to. Now I want to know your favourite shinies from the tier below that in terms of legendaries. So your legendary trios. Duos like Latios and Latias. Regigigas, the Reggies, the Lake Trio, all of that. What are your favourite shinies from the tier below mascot, box mascot legendaries? Despicable Me 4 has come out. Oh, cool. Oh yeah, I remember watching Despicable Me with you, Katie. Many years ago. Me and Jazza and Katie. That was a lot of fun. I saw that Shrek 5 has been announced as well. Shrek 5, goodness. I'm glad at least they gave it a little bit of time since the last one. Maybe they've been able to put a good amount of time into it. I haven't seen Shrek Forever After, but Shrek the Third, I felt like maybe that was a little bit rushed. Doing a bit of planning for your travels, exciting stuff. Nice! Do let us know your plans. Ace. Hello, James. Welcome back to the chat, my friend. So good to see you. We're approaching 5 times over odds, James. 5 times over odds. James, I've been meaning to text you since the weekend, actually. So thank you for popping in chat. You've reminded me to do that. It's just been, hectic as ever. The start to the week is always very hectic. Getting the podcast episodes ready to go because they release on Wednesdays. But thank you for bringing the shiny light, James. How's your Tuesday been, my friend? Hope you've been having a good one. Watch that when we went to France together. Yeah, of course, yeah. Lots of fun. I want to take your kids to see Despicable Me 4 this weekend. Or this week. Nice. That'll be a lot of fun. For all the family. You love Suicune's shiny. Sam, yeah, nice. Very cool shiny that. If you're just joining everyone and James, then we're talking about favourite legendary shinies. Tier below the mascot shinies. So not Lugia, Ho-Oh, Kyogre, Groudon, etc. But, legendary trios. And the next tier. Other legendaries. Every other legendary, basically. Shrek 5, yeah, no, I just said Jamie, actually, yeah. Keep up, Jamie. Shrek 5, I know. I was just saying, hopefully now they've given it enough of a break to hit the ground running with it. Really thought about what Shrek 5 should be. I believe it's the film that's bringing Cameron Diaz back into doing acting work too. Having had a little bit of a hiatus. Ben Kiriakou. Well. It only took 3 weeks. Welcome, Ben. How you doing? Everyone, Ben Kiriakou, fellow Pokemon competitive video game commentator. Right here. We're ready to cast these shiny encounters, or non-shiny encounters, as the case may be. We're approaching 5 times over odds. Woohoo! And Ben, with you joining the stream, that's the stream reaching 100 views. So thank you so much. Pinsir and Taurus on screen, both 4%. Cool to have them on screen at the same time. So appreciate all of your support of the streams, everyone. Amazing to have this many views. Thank you. And we keep going. How are you doing, Ben? Pleasure to have you here. Delightful Tuesday. Pizza Profits on the scene tonight. Nice. Feel a shiny Pinsir around the corner. Woohoo. That would be quite the find, wouldn't it? Would love that. I think I missed a couple of these messages. So, made plans to meet with a friend in Dusseldorf. Oh, cool. Never met her in person before. Very cool. Always so exciting being able to meet people in person who you haven't been able to since meeting online. So excited for you, Ace. Shiny Sizzle, Ben. Yeah, well, surprise, surprise, that doesn't appear in the Safari Zone. And also, we're not going for Scyther. So I wouldn't even be able to evolve it. But Shiny Pinsir, certainly. Galarian Bird Trio, Shiny Forms, very cool. Taki, yes. The way they're a nod to the Cantonian Bird Forms versions. I just heard of this thing called YouTube Ben, of course, because you are, what, 670,000 years old now? Yeah, makes sense. Yes, good to see the welcoming of Ben into the chat from everyone here. Thank you, Luke. Yes, maybe they should have stopped at the third Shrek. I'm not sure. Shrek 2 was great. I didn't enjoy Shrek the third as much, but... And I haven't seen Shrek Forever After the fourth. But still. Beloved characters. Shiny Latias, very cool, James. Very cool, yeah. That orange. And Latios, to be honest. The turquoise. I do love turquoise shinies. But yeah. Huge fan of the Latios shinies. Doing good, Ben. Good. Perhaps I don't have a repetitive strain injury by this point. Yeah, you know what, Ben? Because I've got 4 consoles on the go, I think my hands are moving just about enough not to get repetitive strain injury. If they were fixed in one place, then maybe. As you know, only being for, a few hours every day. Not for too long a stint. That helps too. Yes, do like and subscribe, everyone. Thank you very much for that, James. If you're enjoying the stream, please make these 40,000, nearly 5 times over odds. My third full week here in the Safari Zone, worth it. Do like and subscribe. Thank you. Look out for the next episode of the podcast dropping tomorrow with Out of Pocket NAIC Pokemon Go champion for this year. Looking forward to you hearing that chat. Dropping overnight tonight on the audio apps, and tomorrow 3 p.m. on YouTube UK time. Got my Discord community link below. It will be a pleasure to see you in Chazindra's Chocolate Factory, my server. All my socials as well. New event vlog hopefully coming out later this week, because I commentate events for Pokemon competitive video game. Data post, crunching some numbers from Chazingdra chats, hopefully coming out next week. Plenty of stuff to get involved in. Got my Patreon link below if you want to support me as well as a content creator, but fundamentally, no worries at all if not. Really appreciate you being here tonight. Newcomers and familiar faces, welcome alike in the merry folk. And my aim is to make everyone's day merry, as Charlie Merriman. So, pleasure to see you all here. You tried to watch the 4th Trek film, but it didn't really do it for you. Fair enough. Yeah, I still haven't seen it. Yeah, exactly. I think I'm moving just enough Emerald for to alleviate stress on my hands. Hoping to be getting from this route. Well, Ben, the targets are as follows. In Emerald, which is this black DS on the left that I'm playing right now, Ledibur. I think the Ledibur line is underrated. In Leaf Green, this silver Game Boy Advance SP, Pinsir. In Fire Red, the black Game Boy Advance SP, Kangaskhan and Tauros. And in Cell Silver, the green Nintendo DS, Larvitar. That's what we're going for. Those are the targets. 40804, palindrome, everyone. These are the thrills we got to take, right? When we're this far over odds, an exciting number like 40804. That is providing us with the thrills. Yeah, Merry Folk, Jamie. Specifically, like my surname, so Merri folk. But you are the Merry Folk, yeah. Characters for Track 5, exactly, yeah. How appropriate. Love that. My objective is to make everyone merry. Got a surname to live up to. So then, 5 times over odds is 40,960. So we're about 100 encounters away from that. And then we'll probably get up to 41,000. It would be rude not to. And then we'll call it a stream. So please, Shiny, please come soon. Come in the next 10 or so minutes, please. 15 or so minutes, maybe. Merry folk, get it trending. That's right. There are so many hashtags. That I've sort of started, and we'll see which one sticks. There are some for different purposes, right? Chazingdra chats, hashtag 6 Pokemon 1 life story. My overall sort of Chazingdra slogan for the content that I make, the streams I do, hashtag make your day merry. I'm not sure if Merry Folk is a hashtag itself. It's just the name for the community. Hold on to the old PC so you can see. Oh, great. Graphics are so nostalgic. They certainly are, aren't they, Ben? Generation 3 and 4. Let's hope that the shiny light we needed all along, everyone, was Ben. Who's here joining the stream? If you want to see me and Ben casting a tournament in Belgium, by the way, then that's on the channel. We helped out our good friend Simon van der Bucht in Belgium, casting a little local that he was running. So much fun, so much fun. Do tune into the vlog there. A lot of fun to make. A lot of fun to hang out in Belgium with everyone. And, of course, there's Ben's own episode of Chazingdra Chats on the channel. Episode 13, lucky number 13. All of the podcast episodes are linked below, where we take a stroll through the life stories of people in the Pokemon community, discovering the 6 Pokemon on their dream team along the way. Well-rehearsed slogan there. Had a fantastic chat with Ben. Very dear friend of mine. Someone who has been playing a competitive video game for so long. 2-time national champion. Now, of course, a beloved caster. You're in for a treat listening to that episode, watching the vlog, I hope. It's a very good to have Ben here tonight in the stream. You're going to head off for the night, Ace. Glad it was great fun as always. Good luck for your Scatterbug shiny hunting, Ace. Hope it shines for you soon. Always a pleasure to see you. Have a very merry rest of your day. There's another little slogan for you. Cheers, Ace. Hope to see you very soon. In terms of the next stream, by the way, everyone, quite possibly tomorrow. Ideally starting a bit earlier. Today had all sorts of things going on, but yeah, ideally, hopefully 7:30 tomorrow would be the planned start time. I will confirm tomorrow whether I'm streaming or not, for sure, tomorrow. But yeah, that's the plan, just so we're all aware. So hopefully see you there, Ace. Have a good rest of your night. Feel like a Swiftie now, Jamie. Yes, my following is almost as big as Taylor Swift's. Almost. We're approaching those numbers. Yeah. I have my own sold-out arena tour of doing this. Big screen behind me so everyone can see the shinies. People waving their phone camera lights in the air. Tickets disappear like hotcakes. I'm sure you're aware. Alright, I'm going to reset this final red. Sparkle, sparkle. Let's hope so, Ben. Let's hope so. Belgium was amazing. It was so much fun. So much fun. Such a fond memory. All of that. Especially the Premier Challenge. Ben and I did compete in the Premier Challenge, little local event there as well. Ben did very well, winning one of them, and in that same Premier Challenge I came third running Frostmoth, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I have all the footage from that. I still need to make it into a video. There are just so many videos that I want to make. Content creation. That's the way it always is. But yes, would love to turn my experience of coming third in that competition with Frostmoth into a video. A Pokemon that you don't tend to see in competitive Pokemon. So much. A lot of fun. I love Frostmoth. Done that one before exactly, Ben. So many of these taglines that I'm playing with. A lot of Houndour tonight in Emerald. Along with Miltank. Let's hope they stick. Merri by name, Merri by nature. Of course, that's another one. For a Greek scholar, Charlie does this feel more like a tantalizing or a Sisyphean task? That's a very good question, James. That's very well put. Yeah, I did study ancient Greek. and Latin, ancient history, classical civilization, mythology, all that jazz at university. Tantalus, I mean, that's where we get tantalizing from. When something amazing is just out of reach and we can never get there. Sisyphus, always pushing a massive rock up a hill that just rolls all the way back down for eternity. So, I'd say the answer, James, is... I'd say it's tantalizing, because the prospect of finding a shiny finally, especially after all of this... approaching 5 times over odds, 40,000 encounters, more than... Well, we'll end with 41,000 encounters tonight. It's almost... I can't quite believe it. Oh, concurrent views 11, chat rate 1, views 111, 1111111. 1111111. Look at that. Love it. And 40904. Hopefully that's a good sign. Come on, those numbers, they've got to mean something, right? Yeah. Yes. The prospect of a shiny is tantalizing, James, so I'm going to say tantalizing. Sisyphean I would associate with a task that has no enjoyment in it at all. So this is definitely tantalizing. Everyone gets a front seat for this arena. Yeah! That's right. You're all my VIPs. Shall I say my VIMPs? My very important Merri people. You're right. The Slogan King, Luke. Slogan King reporting for duty. Chucking in another one there as well. True, yeah, I do have that over Swifty, don't I, Ben? Over Taylor Swift. Everyone gets a front row seat. No one's disappointed. You don't have to pay to be here. There you go. Alright, 50 encounters time. We're going to reach 5 times over odds, everyone. 5 times over odds. Just let that sink in. 5 times over odds. Oh. It is times like these when you really start to wonder if at some point you missed a shiny along the way. If I did, it would have been very, very early on. Because I've obviously got more used to checking all the screens carefully, etc. before running. Which does give me some solace because, you know, we'd have been in an insanely long phase like this anyway. But I'm still pretty sure that I didn't miss one. I think I'd have noticed. Even if I'd have noticed too late after clicking run, I'd have noticed. If you're here because you watched my Safari skit earlier, my encounter with Team Rocket, then I hope you enjoyed. Always enjoy making those skits. But they did steal my hat. And maybe that is what's bringing us this shiny luck. I mean, it hasn't so far, but maybe maybe that's what we're lacking right now. Gonna have to get that hat back sometimes. Sometime. Though, you know, trying to get it back off Team Rocket, no mean feat. You know the feeling, at this point with Ho-Oh, you don't even remember what you reset over, but you know you lose. Yeah, exactly. You just got to trust that your brain is sort of cooperating with you, even if you're not fully conscious when you're doing the encounters, I guess. Burb. Strange thing, isn't it? Strange thing. Tantalizing it is, James, exactly. So rude of them to take away my frisbee. Exactly, Tayaki. Exactly. My one source of entertainment in the Safari Zone. Gone. I must be able to get it back somehow. Maybe it'll become a sort of Scrat and the Acorn thing in Ice Age. Keeps getting further and further away from me. Never quite able to get it back. Who knows? Well, okay, 4 more encounters here. You lurk an emerald. You lurk away, my friend. Very welcome. And with the next round of encounters, we're going to hit 5 times over odds. I literally never thought we'd be here. Maybe past couple of days, I've come to expect it. But when I started Safari Week, 5 times over odds. Well, we'll get 5 shinies at once, but here we go. Let's do it. Let's bring 40,959 up to 40,960 and beyond. Big number. Let's make it bigger. Are we going to get a shiny at 5 times over odds? Venonat, Nidorino, Larvitar, Sunkern, taking its sweet time to cross the screen there. Doesn't it know that we're now 5 times over odds? Right. 5 times badge achieved, exactly. Oh, please say that it's not going to work like the gym badges in Pokemon, and we're going to have to go 8 times over odds to get all 8 badges. Oh, burp. Planted that Sunkern in my mind. What a formidable Sunkern it is as well. Surely it's going to happen before 6 times over odds. Surely we won't get the 8 times over odds badge. Please. Please. Sweet, sweet Sunkern. Yeah, very sweet, but not shiny. A shiny is relatively similar, actually, to the regular form, so I've got to keep my wits about me. Same goes for a few of the targets here. Let's not even think about it. Exactly, Burb. So we're going to reach 41,000. 41,000. And that's going to be it for the night. So just 20 more encounters. And then we're done. You might cry for me when I find this shiny, Casey. Love that. Thank you. I don't know how I'll react, to be honest. I feel like a shell of a man at this point, to be honest. A husk. Don't know if I have any tears. We'll have to see. But, as always, you make it all so fun, so we'll see. I haven't even considered how I'd react. I mean, it's got to be in the moment, right? But still. It just seems so far away at all times. I'm actually looking up how the shinies work, because you were thinking that if there was a dead battery, we wouldn't be able to get it, and I'd be here forever. Yes. Fortunately, none of the batteries in these games are dead, Ben. I had them all replaced. But, anyway, you can find a shiny with a dead battery. So, moot point anyway. But thank you for your concern, Ben. Collective Cryburb, exactly. The merry folk cries together. Merry tears. I know it sounds like an oxymoron. But we contain multitudes. And multitudes of tears by the sounds of it. Does seem that it can happen. Yeah, but we're all good on the battery front, Ben. And Tom Winter, welcome back. Appreciate you popping into the chat. Here we go, everyone. 40,999. Let's make it 41,000. If I could choose which shiny for it to be, what would it be? Well, the thing is, right, none of the captures are guaranteed, Tom, are they? Because it's a Safari Zone. If they were guaranteed, I'd choose it to be something incredible, like Pinsir, Kangaskhan, Chansey, that sort of thing. If anything, I'd want something that would be a relatively easy catch, I think, at this point. Ledibur is one of my targets. That should be relatively easy. I haven't spoken too soon, but probably Ledibur, Tom. Probably Ledibur for that reason. So there we go. 41,000, more than, and no shiny. We're going to do a bonus round of 4 encounters because we always do. We can't end the stream without a bonus round. One day, in the time to come, we will find a shiny on the bonus round. Is it going to be this one? Here we go. Nidoran male. Execute. It's going to be Raticate, not shiny. Apom. Not shiny. Body 1007, 41007. Mr. Bond reporting for duty. Please try and locate the shiny for Bond. Is your most important mission yet. Letter will be hype. I'm glad you agree with that, Tom. And thank you for the shiny luck, Sabrina. Shame it was a little bit late, but hey, not your bad, not your bad. Appreciate you sending it in the first place. Thank you, Sabrina. Very kind of you. At least we get another stream, Bo. Hey, well, that's a lovely way of looking at it. Thank you. Thank you. It really means a lot that you all enjoyed the stream so much. But don't you worry, I'll be streaming plenty after Safari Week as well. But yes, they will take on a different flavour, I guess. We're not in the Safari Zone anymore. Let's just check for Pokerus and Soul Silver. That would be some consolation. Nope. No Pokerus. 2.5 times rarer than a shiny. We got Pokerus basically at odds on Emerald, let me show you. And we're now at 5, which is about 2.5 times rarer than a shiny. And we're now at odds again for Pokerus, so I could see it happening. Look at it there. That Pokerus icon. Apologies for that flickering screen. Come on, settle down now. Come on. If we run away from these Pokemon, I think the screens normally settle down. Come on now, stop flickering. There we go. You can see the Pokerus up. Oh, it started again. Anyway. Come on. Please, please, please stop flickering. You can see the Pokerus up here on the Emerald. That little icon down here. And Fire Red Leaf Green, the Pokerus doesn't spawn naturally. But I still check for completion's sake. No. To be expected. And let's check Fire Red as well. Is it a shiny screen, Ben? Well, it's doing it again. Maybe that's how shiny screens work, I don't know. Certainly sparkling in that sense, yeah. Flickering away. But that would be some consolation if we found a shiny screen, I guess. Better than no shiny at all. Nothing shiny. Alright, I'm just lurking there. Hopefully providing the light. Maybe we need to change up the cards, I'm not sure. And another Safari Week skit. It's true. You will get another. Looking forward to another Safari Skeet Wit. Just said Safari Skeet Wit. No, Safari Skeet Wick. These are the length. These are, you know, this is what Safari Week Overtime is doing to my brain here. But yeah, there'll be another one of those. Let's see what happens in the next adventures of Safari Charlie, Chazingdra, Safari. Anyway, everyone, there we go. 41,007. Goodness gracious me. That's a big number, isn't it? Thanks so much for your company tonight. As always, you really do make it all go so much more quickly. So much fun. Seeing Renota, my Kingdra, reflected in the DS screen. Let's hope that's a good omen. You can't see it on the camera, but I certainly can here. Yeah. Thank you all for being here and for your support. Please do like the stream if you haven't already. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. Links below for my socials if you want to follow along there, as well as my Discord community. It would be a pleasure to hang out with you all there. And my Patreon if you want to support me in that way, but of course, no worries if not. Just appreciate you all being here. My next episode of Chazingdra Chats is going to drop overnight tonight on Spotify and the other audio apps. And 3 PM UK time tomorrow on YouTube with Out of Pocket, NAIC Pokemon Go Champion. Hope you all enjoy listening to that. I thoroughly enjoyed talking to Out of Pocket, otherwise known as Aidan Headley. Hopefully the Bologna vlog will be coming out on Friday later this week. Might be a bit later than that, but that's what I'm aiming for. Chazingdra Chats data post coming out next week, crunching some really interesting numbers there, comparing trends in type choices, common Pokemon chosen, generations chosen, that sort of thing. Looking forward to sharing that with you all as well. Next stream should be tomorrow, 7:30. I'll let you know if that changes, but that's certainly my plan. And with that, Let me just catch up on these messages. See ya, Burb. Good to see ya. Take care to you as well, Luke. Good night, Sabrina. Good night, Ben. Have a good night to you too as well, Taki. Another Safari skit coming away, hopefully tomorrow. Let's see what happens in the latest adventures of Safari, Chazingdra, Safari Charlie. But until then, sleep well, everyone. Have a very merry rest of your day. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, hopefully. Goodbye to you too as well, Emerald. So good to see you. And I hope it made your day merry.